Filming cops. Declare war on police brutality. How police brutality keeps America poor and uneducated. What if there were a way that cities could put millions of dollars into the school systems without raising taxes? What if your county could fix the roads and invest hundreds of millions into education without going into debt? What if there were a way states could inject funds into jobs and community programs without subtracting money from other items in their budgets? Right now, conservatives are reading this, rolling their eyes and grabbing their wallets, knowing that this will end in something about helping the poor, underprivileged, or even worse the coloreds by closing loopholes, or doing something that will make them have to consider a smaller boat for the lake at their second vacation home. Calm down, Brad. Tell Jennifer not to write that sternly worded letter to your senator yet. You know the Caucasian answer to everything is always some form of "let me speak to your supervisor." There is a simple way to do this, and it wouldn't cost taxpayers a single dime. The theory is not based on voodoo economics or speculative conjecture, it is based on a centuries-old hypothesis that Republicans often eschew, but we call it math. All it would take to accomplish the seemingly impossible goal is change one single practice that is incredibly simple on the surface. Stop the killing of unarmed people by police. On Wednesday, Milwaukee's Common Council approved a $2.3 million settlement to pay to the son of Dontre Hamilton, a black man killed by a Milwaukee police officer in 2014. While this sum may be an insignificant blip in the city's total budget, it highlights an oft-forgotten fact in the police brutality debate. Cops don't pay for police brutality, you do. There is often a large public outcry when law enforcement officers don't face charges or are acquitted after killing unarmed citizens. Likewise, media outlets hop on the outrage bandwagon and trumpet the statistics about brutality, illegal searches and police misconduct. But even when there are no criminal charges or prosecution, juries often find police departments liable in civil cases, resulting in large settlements to victims and their families. When this happens, cities, counties and states don't go to the offending police departments and pass the hat until officers come up with the compensation money. Oftentimes, the officer keeps his or her job, the department doesn't lose funding, and the taxpayers end up paying the salary of a cop who killed an innocent victim and millions in court settlements. In 2015, the Wall Street Journal reported that the 10 largest police departments spent over $1 billion on police brutality cases. Take Chicago, for instance. Between 2004 and March 2016, the city paid over $662 million in legal fees, settlements, and court costs for police misconduct, according to CBS News. After spending $147 million settling lawsuits in 2016, Los Angeles needs to borrow money to cover this year's projected legal costs. The New York City Police Department paid $482 million in false arrest and civil rights settlements between 2009 and 2014, and that doesn't include the $228 million it paid in 2016 alone. That's right. New York City has paid almost $750 million because of police misconduct in less than 10 years. Many are likely to read these numbers and think of the number of people who must have been abused or killed wrongfully, but instead of an emotional argument, consider the conservative argument: no, you don't have to put on a red tie and say all lives matter. This past year, Chicago public schools had 20,973 teachers. With the settlement money for police misconduct, the city could have paid every teacher an extra $3,146.90 per year. With teachers being paid an average salary of $76,000, CPS could have funded 868 more teachers for the city's schools. Apparently, Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel would rather cover up for the cop who killed Laquan McDonald than fix the city's schools. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the unemployment rate in Los Angeles was 4% last month, which is one of the lowest in the country. But if the city hadn't had to pay that $147 million last year, it could have paid a full-time minimum wage salary to 6,370 more workers. That's not giving away money. That could be paying citizens to build roads and clean neighborhoods, which eases traffic and raises property values. How could a real Republican not love that idea? Conservatives always have some shit that traffic has them running late for, and hate when anyone other than a blonde family with porcelain skin moves into their neighborhoods, because no, it's not racism, they're worried about the property value.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.